it's Ariella and welcome back. We're going to be making some Nicaraguan salsita today. It is just a sort of basic salsa. Nicaraguans like to serve salsa pretty much at every meal. We put it on fish and chicken and meat. And then, of course, you could always eat it with chips. But it's not just salsa, just to be clear. It's salsita, because Nicaraguans like to diminutize everything. I didn't realize that that was why I did that until I was pretty much a grown-up. But at home, I'm not Ariella, I'm Arielita. I refer to people that I interact with as a little man or a little woman, in English even, because that's how I grew up. So salsita is just the salsa that we make to put on pretty much all of our food. Now, I'm going to do my sort of cheating salsita that I'm going to do in the food processor. If you don't have a food processor, you could just take all these ingredients and chop them up, and it makes a delicious, fresh-ish salsa. Now, my family does try to eat seasonally, and tomatoes are not in season right now. And besides which, like, you know, the world is crazy. So, I use a can of diced tomatoes for this recipe, and this is the bigger can. You can make it a smaller amount and use the smaller can. If I only have the smaller can, sometimes I use two. It actually keeps for a while in the refrigerator. I'm going to show you, so the ingredients, I'll share the ingredients. We've got tomatoes, we've got a lemon. Now, a lot of people use lime in salsa, but I've always grown up using lemon. So salsita takes lemons. If you only have a lime, take a lime. If you only have bottled lime or lemon juice, that's fine too. You want that citrusness. Kosher salt, red onion, and jalapeño, and cilantro, okay? Now, here's my food processor. Again, if you don't have a food processor, it's totally fine. You can use whatever, you know, just use a knife. I've got, I'm cutting my jalapeños without gloves on because I'm a rebel. I'm not touching the seeds. The seeds are the spicy part. I cut off the end and threw the rest in there. I'd already washed it, so it's already ready to go. I like to put the the jalapeno and the red onion on the bottom of my food processor because I feel like it gets cut up better then. You can use a white onion or a brown onion or anything like that in this recipe. I have certainly done that before if I didn't have a red onion. I happen to have one right now, so I'm going to use that. I do like the red onion best. I have a friend who does this recipe, and she likes to cook her onion first because she feels like it's not as sharp at that point. I like the sharpness, so I keep it. And we literally just pour this by the spoonful on kind of everything. So it makes everything taste better. All right, so one jalapeno, one red onion. I've got a bunch of cilantro here. You might not be able, if you don't like cilantro, don't add it. You might not be able to get it, especially right now. So it's actually a pretty decent salsita without the cilantro. So I'm going to cut off sort of the stemmy bits of the ends, but I'm leaving all the rest. And I already rinsed this because we're going quickly today. A couple little yellow leaves. I'm just throwing that in. And we're going to throw in the tomato sauce. And like I said, I use the diced tomatoes. If the tomatoes are in season and we're swimming in them, which hopefully we will be this summer, then I'll make a salsita that I cut up the tomato, I cut up the onion. I just do it all with fresh tomatoes. But this is a really nice way to have that flavor all the time. All right, so now I'm going to add about a teaspoon of salt. You can always add more salt at the end. And I'm going to take my lemon and squeeze that in. I've got my little squeezer. These things are awesome, by the way. If you have access to one, I'm going to start with half because you can always add more. You cannot take away. And that was a juicy lemon. So, all right, I'm going to put it on the top and go ahead and pulse it. Get it going. Once you've kind of gotten a lot of it going, you can just hit the on button. Let it go. And when it's done, this is what it looks like. I'm going to taste it. I should have grabbed a spoon. And I did not. We're going across the kitchen. Do you like the big giant mess in here right now? We're actually going to make progress, and we had to clear things off and move things away so that we can start actually bolting cabinets in. It's very exciting. All right, it's kitchen construction cooking show. Okay, I like more lemon. I am a lemony person. If you don't like a lot of spice, you could do half of a jalapeno, by the way. Totally fine. I like to have a little bit of kick, but it's not so much that I can serve this at parties and it's usually not too hot for people. So jalapenos can vary like crazy and there's no real way to tell. Sometimes you might get a very, very spicy one and sometimes you won't. All right, let's see. Good to go. All right, so I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I hope that you make salsita as soon as you can find all of those ingredients. And go ahead and click subscribe, as I'm choking to death on this onion. Click subscribe, and then you'll know when I make another video. All right, have a great day. Bye.